If you want to be a guest on There's No Such Thing for Grown Up, please purchase one of the following mics from this list.
There's no such thing as grown-ups.
Everything's okay, I'm just trying to act my age. Yeah, I wanna know.
Because there's no such thing as grown-ups. There's no such thing as grown-ups.com. That was really good. I knew Keith would he'd make it.
He's a joiner.
He really is, and he knows exactly when he should. My name is Curtis.
And I'm Tara.
And this is no such thing as grown-ups, the show that has a guest, and
we
that
have
guest...
a guest, the same guest that we had before. It's Keith Dury, because he was so popular. He's the most popular...
The most downloaded episode in the history of episodes.
Of all our episodes. Keith is the creator, founder, animator, producer of the Illustrated podcast. He was an animator that we worked with.
Yeah, both of our co-workers at different jobs.
We taught together, and now he is a...
And that was the No Such Thing as Grown Up show, or that was the...
That was it.
What that Keith was on? That was this show.
That was this show.
Okay, so yeah, so you can even, if you don't know, go back.
He's the most popular.
Pause it right now. Go listen to what Keith used to be up to on that show.
He's up to so much more.
Find out about his magic candy story, and welcome and thank you, Keith.
Thank you,
guys. Gosh, guys, you're making me turn red.
And since it's over the internet, you can get away with it.
I'm gonna say it. He's our favorite guest.
Oh yeah.
Our favorite.
Well, he plays along the easiest and the best. I'll probably talk about this on another episode that Keith's not here, but a guest I do want to get.
When we talk about you behind your back,
yeah.
This is what we're going to say.
Because, I'm not sure if Keith knows, we have a brother podcast now, if you will, in California called Quadcast, where this guy and his friend Swanee, who I still need another name for because, like I said, my dad's good friend was Swanee, and this guy's name makes me cry. So...
This is our American podcast.
Yeah, so we have this American, so they're, going back and forth with like, hey, so what's the deal with, mooses and all that stuff, and we have to get upset about them, with them about ketchup chips and how, come on, America, you want to make $1 million for something? Start selling ketchup chips. It's that easy. You like your ketchup chips or fries. Regardless, we got those guys.
You know how in Colorado, like, they're selling marijuana.
Weed.
Like we could be the ketchup chips. We could be like the weed of Colorado, except we're the ketchup chips
No
of
such thing as a grown-ups presents
Boston.
Ketchup chips on tour across America for the first time ever.
Keith will come with us.
Yeah, I don't think we have to get FDA approval to bring ketchup chips into America, do we, Keith?
No, just bring me.
Smuggle them under Keith's jacket.
We got Keith here, so I think everything's cool, right? You see Keith? You see him?
Everybody
so, fist bump and go? Fist bump and go, officer, right?
So, yep, move along. These are not the chips you are looking for.
Yeah. So Keith was like, I've never heard a cop say anything other than move along in my whole life. Everything comes up great for Keith.
It's true.
He's like pulling Fresh Princes and using it as deodorant cans when he's spray painting his tag everywhere. KD, not just for cheese noodles anymore.
That's right.
But yeah, so with this other show, we have this fight thing, and I was thinking about just like Canadian things and trying to come up with a list, and I forgot I should have asked Mike what are some American things that these guys need to, be reprimanded for or questioned about, whatever it is we're doing. I, of course, no matter what, happy, friendship, fun time game, I'm immediately backed into a corner because, I grew up with hockey and stuff, and it's like, you want to play hockey? Yeah, I want to play games with friends. And then you literally get backed into a corner and then, like, pushed and hit. And pucks are hard and ice is cold.
It's horrible.
So yeah, like I'm immediately like ready to fight these guys. But I was trying to just think of like what is something that we can just tell them about without me getting upset or scared. And it was just like the most Canadian thing in the world I could think of in the vein of interviews is Ben Durrell that I used to do the podcast with like 1,000 years ago. And she's like, that guy is like, he's so like literally, that guy over there, like, he told me whatever, I can't join in the reindeer games and called me a piece of shit. Like, but you know what? Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. I hope his house burns down. You know what? That makes me feel real bad. I'm going to go over there and promise that guy that I'll help him move next time he moves. Like, what? How Canadian can you be? So it's like, yeah, we have to get Ben on just to be like, Here's
I
Canada
think
for you.
Keith is also
Keith
an
is like
excellent example of
yeah.
Canadianism.
That's why I thought of that now because Keith is
You're like, fuck Ben, fuck him.
Yeah.
We've got Keith. What are you talking about?
so once we in the scale
Keith's
of
here with us
Canadiana,
now.
yeah, like Keith comes up even higher than that because Keith is even more so like he won't even say like fuck those guys. Those guys are weird and they deserve it. He's just like, you know what? We got to do something nice for these guys. We got to make them understand politeness is the way to go. Let's go make friends harder than these guys can be at mean or whatever. And it's just like Ben will at least he'll have the mean streak, which is pretty Canadian because it's still in us. Why we have our death sports and
So
what
you're
have
asking Keith what he would say is awesome about
Yes,
Canada?
so yeah, like this
or
just
what he hates about the States?
both.
Or both. Okay.
Yes, I want to know. I want Keith to chime in. These guys are it's Courtney. I'm pretty sure in my head I see this guy's name is spelled with a Q, and that's why that's why he calls the show Quadcast. But again, I got a whole list of notes to talk to this guy about what he is and where he comes from. But yeah, so I call him Courtney because that's where I assume the Q comes from. But yeah, I want to know another super purely Canadians person, super Canada, Keith. What's your deal?
Now you can talk 25 minutes later.
Well, I couldn't. The dog was doing circles on me. I couldn't possibly finish my train of thought. It's like it's never. I don't know if he's going to stop. And then I couldn't see. I couldn't
He
stop.
wasn't stopping because you weren't stopping.
Yeah. So
Psychological.
Keith knows again as a good Canadian. Keith knows what I'm talking about. Say words now.
That's pressure.
So what am I supposed to say?
If as I don't know,
You
basically
talk too fast.
I talk too fast. If there was a podcast out there staring you straight
He's
in
just
the,
saying,
straight in the
like,
eye.
what's your
Right.
favorite thing about being a Canadian?
Yeah.
What's my favorite thing about being Canadian?
/ what you hate about
Yeah, like what
America.
what you probably think you can't do there at least. Feel free to speculate.
What I like about Canada is the lack of
American TV
violence, I guess. Like, it's not really as crazy. I think it's probably because there's not as much people in Canada and there's more space between, like, everybody has a lot more personal space that way. So people are less crazy that way.
Just
So I like
personal
that.
space, yeah.
Yeah, like that's like whenever Mike comes back from San Francisco, what gives me the biggest panic attack is him literally just starts describing, "Hey, how do I get this is how I got groceries this week. I have to have them delivered." And, the guy has to, pull up on the side of the road. It's super illegal and do. Like, it's just super impossible or whatever. If they're not delivered, you have to double park and, you get crazy fines. Everything is $1 bajillion and everybody is so stacked. Like, that's it. There's no such thing as a yard somewhere. And I mean, and if it is, it's like overlooking a ghetto or, people in the
that's
process
not
of getting.
funny.
No, not at all. But here, everybody, usually,
Just woods.
yeah, seems like today, literally, a lady came out of the darkness in our backyard to visit us, and that's how things work out.
Yes.
Because we are far enough away, and it's like, well, the side door, like the normal door, there was no light on, so of course I'll just go around to the back door. Who's afraid? Like, nobody. I mean, I don't go like, oh, there's no light on. I'm definitely not going to the back door, even if that's where the light is. I'm not going behind somebody's house or down an alleyway.
Sometimes murderers go to the back doors.
That's exactly where they go. From American horror movies have taught me nothing. It's if you have a back door, you're getting murdered in America. In Canada, that's somebody's going to leave some muffins for you.
So what do you hate about America?
Well, I guess it would be the opposite of that. It would be like,
Their freedom. You
The
hate
freedom
their
to shoot people. Freedom to fight in the street.
no, it would be like the congestion. But I mean, I have a very narrow view too because I haven't been to very many places in the States. But like, I just pictured New York in my head, like all the people walking down the street and stuff like that. And I don't know if I could deal with that. Even like living in apartment buildings in like Halifax, which is not really that big of a city. I can't live in these giant apartment buildings because I feel like the ceilings are too low, and I feel like there's like all these people on top of me, and I
They
just need
are.
more
I can't even
space.
imagine if there's a fire. Like, well, you must have had fire drills or
Oh,
fire
yeah.
alarm go off, and then it's like, fuck, trying to get out of there.
Well, so many times, and like even I was on the top floor in there, but like in whatever residence and schools and all this stuff, I just can't stop thinking about like when I was in high school. I think it was San Francisco or somewhere in California actually, where the highways are like stacked highways, and a bunch of them there was an earthquake and they just like collapsed
That's
on top.
crazy.
Yeah, like just seeing that, I'm like, well, that's it. I'm done. I'm never like, to me, once again, like that is the States. I saw this in the news, so it's real. So all of the States is like a Jetson-styled, double, triple, weird, futuristic highway that can just collapse on itself at any time. And I'm like, nope, I don't want any part of that at all. And then being in all these crazy high buildings and whatever, like even just being in your apartment building in Halifax, it was like, this thing could probably just fall over, right? Like, this thing might just fall over.
It might.
Yeah, there's
It
a
might,
million
yeah.
people in here. Like, what if somebody is like, what if we all get together and rub back and forth real fast? I bet we can knock this place over. And what if those idiots are right? I just don't know.
You just gotta go, but it probably won't. Probably won't.
But if I'm in there that day, that everyone decides
Oh,
to try.
God. You have to think positive.
It's true.
Use the power of positive thinking.
It's hard.
Another big thing too is ketchup chips.
Mhm.
I don't understand. What's everybody's favorite like little snack or whatever? Everybody loves ketchup and fries,
ketchup.
and chips are basically just flat fries.
I'm
That's-
surprised. Yeah, exactly. It makes the most sense of it.
I had
of it.
everybody in an outrage at work. That's exactly the same thing. Like, everybody's immediate go-to is, it's like, what about ketchup and French fries? Like,
I don't
the
think
math
they eat
is so
ketchup
easy.
on as much things as we do here, though. Like,
really?
for wieners or whatever, like for hot dogs, they
Yeah.
have mustard. Like, it's a mustard world down there, I believe.
Huh. I
Like what?
guess.
Like when? Yeah, Gail was saying like, "Oh my god, I can't believe these kids these days just having ketchup on their hot dogs."
Yeah, that's kind of how we grew up.
That's
Like,
the normal.
I
thing.
was always a ketchup and mustard. That's how we were raised. But
They don't
know,
have a love of ketchup.
yeah, like I
us.
do like mustard, but without ketchup, I can't even imagine that. Like, that seems like I don't know. I don't want mustard on anything.
They also call it catsup.
And also, I don't approve of that. Like, they spell it that way too. We have that though too. We have catsup.
We have catsup.
There's like, if you go to the grocery store, there's
Just the-
1,000 bottles of ketchup with a KET.
Oh wait,
And then there's
Guilty.
one catsup, KATSUP, or however it's spelled. Or CAT, yeah.
SUP or something. Yeah.
And that is, I don't know. There's still a long-standing war, Hatfields and McCoys, catsups and ketchups going on. I honestly don't know if there needs to be a right one, but I know that there needs to be a catsup or ketchup chips.
They could have catsup chips.
I was just gonna say, like, picture being the first. You don't even have to go with, oh, what does Canada have? We still have our own catsup chips. Sound like,
All right.
whatever, the special kid in class inventing new chips, but still, you got your chips. They still, I assume, have the same great taste. We're in a flavor universe. Food doesn't matter anymore. It's just who can come up with the best flavors, and how the fun is catsup.
It's like the funnest.
So,
Yeah.
Courtney, if you're listening, Keith wants to know, or he's coming to your house to burn it down. What's the deal, Jerry Seinfeld, with catsup chips?
What's the deal?
Why isn't that your next great endeavor? Major League Baseball. I forget the other things.
They'll invent
you've tried
mustard
out.
chips probably.
Why
flavored
don't we
chips.
have mustard chips?
Ew, because it's gross.
Oh, it's gross for sure. But if everybody loves it so much, why don't you marry it? Where are the mustard chips?
It's true.
I mean, those buffalo wings and blue cheese chips, I never get them, but they're pretty great. And that sounds like awful. That sounds like an awful idea to me.
I've even tried the calamari flavored chips.
Ew.
That's not a thing. You're lying or dreaming.
It's a
Where's
thing.
that? Oh, that's a big city thing. We forgot you're all citified.
Oh, yeah, you have
now.
more than two
Certified
options.
now.
We're all
Yeah.
with our just our ketchup chips over here,
Yeah.
like calamari chips.
We just
Yeah,
got a new
we
bag
have-
of ketchup chips at the store, guys. Don't fight.
We have ketchup, we have plain, and we have calamari.
Does it taste like?
Rubber?
Yeah.
Rubber fish?
No, because it was calamari and something else, and
Oh, okay.
it actually
Ketchup.
tasted a lot closer to blue cheese.
Ew.
Yeah, I
I
wasn't
don't know.
crazy fan about it.
Oh no, we're going Derek.
Oh, that's fine.
That's okay. Okay.
Well, we can't see Keith anyway, so
Okay.
we just can't watch ourselves. I'm just watching you anyway, so.
You're watching me.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just staring this way. I don't know. The show that
Okay.
Keith is watching is half your face and me staring at it.
It's true. It's what I'm seeing.
So if anybody doesn't know out there, and no such thing as grown in Nazgûl and Goo land,
We're in the woods and Keith's in the
in the big city. If you want to be like Keith, let us know through our Facebook or no such thing as grown
We
ups
can
at
make
Gmail.
that happen.
And
we
yeah,
can turn you into Keith.
especially if you have a podcast, we can cross platform. We can be your Xbox to our
Oh, you mean like
your
what do you mean?
PlayStation.
We could be the Keith on their
Yeah.
podcast. I see.
We could be the Keith to their Dury,
Whoa.
K to their D.
Well, we have Keith now.
So,
here with us now.
What questions have you been boiling for Keith all week long?
I'm not boiling. The reason that he's here is because I get it so I can talk about myself.
Oh God! All right, tell Keith about your week.
Terra.
No, because I'm the guest animator on. We need a drum roll. Hello's Illustrated Podcast.
So that
Coming out.
aforementioned
Well, it should be out now when this
podcast
podcast
produced,
airs.
directed, slave-drivenly, whipped by Keith into shape. You did one.
I got to
That's
animate
right.
Keith, the myth, the man,
What was
the
it, like
legend.
14 minutes long? You animated?
It was like 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
long, I think maybe.
3 minutes of glory and majesty.
Yes.
One of Keith's
So we're like having synergy here.
childhood stories
Synergize.
brought to life.
Synergy. Synergized.
And who was telling the stories in that particular episode? Peter?
Keith was
No.
telling mostly the story.
Yeah.
But yes, Peter and Ruben was laughing in it a lot.
Do I know Reuben?
Ruben Isaac.
Ruben Isaac.
Did he go to that school with those guys?
He did.
Yeah.
All right, I at least met him then. But Peter's the one I know. Good job, Peter. Reuben, great acquaintanceship.
Oh, Peter was a guest on our.
Yep, Peter was on the show,
show
like
as
once, maybe.
And we were
even-
trying to create synergy there, but that was so far back that, like.
Yeah, that was a real good panic attack for Peter because we were already at a comic convention, and then it was like, now sit down and we're doing a show. Like, what do you mean? It's too late. It's already happening. Tell us your life story. I don't know what's happening. And then he started telling us stuff, but then that's when people started coming to the booth or whatever you want to call it, the table. But yeah, we're seeing but I mean, I only met Peter a few times. It's just like, this guy seems like we can talk and have stories for hours, and then as soon as we started, he's just staring at us like
We listened to it stories for hours.
Oh yeah, so he's just like, I'm just here to listen. You guys talk. Like, what? No, you're fun and full of stories. And he stared, so scared. But eventually, yeah, he got into it.
He asked a lot of questions on this one on this podcast.
A fun fact from about Peter. I'm learning the language. People, bear with me.
In the Peter lexicon.
He's from Labrador.
What?
Yeah,
I had no idea.
yeah.
Oh my gosh!
It's like you never hear about Labrador. I keep
No.
forgetting that it's
The
part
place
of
that's
Canada.
not Newfoundland.
Yeah,
Newfoundland
exactly.
And
Yeah,
and
or-
Labrador. It's not even. It's an and Labrador.
So what is it then?
They have that's where the dogs come from.
Yeah. So if you go to Wikipedia,
And Peter.
Wikipedia, you can
That
find a fun
sounds
facts like that.
amazing. Well, I thought he was just like all Newfoundlanders from St. John's.
From the one place, the same rock,
Yep.
the same stream.
He doesn't even have much of an accent. I don't find.
No.
He doesn't.
If anything, I would have thought, he was more Cape Bretonese.
Maybe he's like you though. Like got rid of his
Yeah.
accent so he could blend in with the rest of Canada.
Flying under the radar, ditching cops.
Oh man, I went to Newfoundland once. We went to this comic/game store, and I went to talk. I was there with my friends Curtis and Carolyn, who are from Newfoundland.
Mm-hmm.
And when I asked the guy, I was looking for Betrayal House on the Haunted Hill, which is an amazing, awesome board game. If ever you find it, you should buy it. Oh yeah, we've played before.
Yeah, we've played it.
yeah,
The
yeah.
only thing we do with Keith is play haunted
Exactly.
murder games.
So, anyways, I was looking for that game, and the guy, when I was like, "Yeah, do you have this game?" He's just like, "Hey, yeah," and I was like, "Curtis, help me! I don't understand a thing they're saying." Yeah, it's nuts. Like
That's
the
probably, like, what
thick
you're doing,
accent
probably.
for like the small towns around St. John's. Oh, I can't understand a thing.
And that's the thing. I don't know. Anytime I have sat down with a Newfoundlander that is like, I haven't lived there for a little while,
Did
They-
you understand them because of your Cape Breton?
Oh no, not at all. But I mean, they usually didn't say anything that was crazy, whatever. They would just be, oh, well, normally we say things like, and they do that, like, down by the jump, and it's like, okay, cool. But when you do that to your other Newfoundland friends, it's just code talk. Most of the time, you're only, as long as I put the one thing in there, the rest is just making some noise, I'm pretty sure. Because, whatever, like I said, code talk. Like, it's just... So when we do leave the island or somebody comes around, we know which one of us is which, and we keep these guys at arm's length. Because, a lot of it is just like, you definitely skipped over a few words, and I don't trust it. Like a lot like, I don't know, the old days when there was, for some reason, those competitions on who can say 100 words the fastest or whatever. And there was the Micro Machines guy and the girl from Blossom.
Oh, my God.
And, like, whatever, somebody else. But it was like, one person is like, oh yeah, like auction caller style. Like, I could definitely hear you saying the words, but the other one was like, you are just doing your best to get away with going ham ba ba da ba dum ba da dum. Like,
You said auction caller. I thought that was
Yeah.
a person that you were talking about. Like
The what?
Austin Powers, auction caller.
Oh, auction caller.
Auction, like auction caller.
Auction caller. He lives down the street. His son, Jason.
That'd be a good name for an action figure. Auction collar. Kung Fu grip.
With kung fu.
Squeeze his legs together and watch him chop.
No reference to auctioning ever. It's just his name. Solving crimes every day.
Solving crimes with his auction talk.
So you're a filmmaker now.
Yay!
You make films. Like, what is it all about? What have you been doing? What's going on?
Oh, man. The last thing I did was pretty crazy. I worked on the series finale of Haven, which is the show.
No way! Oh my God, we know so many people.
Yeah.
This is crazy. So wow, you're super famous.
Yeah, my cousin
glad we
was
got
in
you on
the,
the podcast
in the season
now.
premiere. He was in the background of. Actually, he was a jump cutter or whatever, or I don't know what you want to call it.
Yeah, he was a jump cut.
Yeah, because in one shot, it's like, hey, there's Ryan, and then cut to like the guy standing next to him, and then there's Ryan way in the background as well. It's just like, hey, he's behind both of them. Like, this is awesome. But yeah, it was like I think the season premiere either this year or last year.
Wow.
He was like a biker
So
guy.
what did you do? What did
And
you
you
did
directed the season
meet?
finale.
I wish. Actually, was the creator / writer of the show that was actually directing the finale. He's been directing this season, this final season. What they did was they started filming in March, and they just ended in December, and they filmed season 5 and 6, and they wrapped it up. But they were saying they're not sure if it's a series finale or a season finale.
Oh.
But they're still kind of getting ready to call it quits because they kind of ended it and stuff like that anyway.
Oh, okay.
But
So do you know the ending?
I don't because stuff's not shot linearly.
Oh, but you know
And it's just-
something.
You saw somebody die,
You
though.
saw something about something.
I did see some people die,
Oh.
and there's tons of people running around with guns, and there's car chases and little
my
blood
God.
packets blowing up, and yeah, it was awesome.
This episode's going to be called Haven Secrets Revealed
Yeah.
with Mr. Dury.
Did they shoot it in Eastern Passage?
They shot it at Dingle Tower. Was all the outside stuff for the few
Dingle
days.
Tower. Oh my fuck! Only in fucking Canada.
Where is that?
There's that. Yeah.
That's,
That-
is that on
Dingleberry
the left
Tower.
side or the right side of the Shire? The Dartmouth Shire.
It's around the Halifax Shire.
That's horrible. It's probably something super fucking religious and shit.
It's actually really, really old. It's like a big tower, and I think it was used to see if any enemy ships were coming or something like that. I could be super
Yeah,
wrong.
And then I bet you the guy that was supposed to watch the tower, he's the guy there that fucking
he was a
fucked
real
up. And then
dingo.
they're like, "Oh, way to go, Dingleberry."
Yeah. I went do 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 do. I did that, and they were like, "Oh, Sam, there's people on those trains, the boats, the whatever." I tried, and they were blaming it on him ever since.
Oh, God
Like
damn
that Sam, whatever, Sam Morse Codingson was a hero.
Alexander Graham Bell.
No, from part of our heritage.
Oh,
There's 47,000 people or whatever. There's 47 people on
the
the train.
Halifax explosion.
Yeah.
The one that,
The Tim and
The Morse code.
Shane were in as dead bodies,
right.
or was it that one?
And
or
that's
a
when
movie of it.
our friend played that character.
What character?
Oh, whatever that fucking saved the Halifax explosion.
Who was it? What's his name? Rob? Was it Rob?
Rob.
The other one, Dennis.
Dennis.
Yes. Dennis, also known as Pheromone,
That's
the
right.
cross-dressing lady who gave me a lap dance in front of everybody at the office one year for Christmas, and that was my Secret Santa gift. And a box of cereal. What was your best Secret Santa gift at the studio, Keith?
That I received?
Yeah.
I received a T-shirt. It was this guy wearing like a T-shirt and pants, and there was this huge outline of a boner coming out of the pants.
God.
He's pointing at it, and underneath it says, "Hey, he likes you."
Oh my
Oh,
God.
God. Do you know who got it for you?
No idea.
Yeah, see, a lot of
Why
people...
were people fucking dicks about
Yeah,
that? It
a
was
lot of
like,
people
get a
really
gift
used
for
it
under
as,
$20. Like, I always got booze for whatever. I just got booze
Yeah.
because it's like, you fucking appreciate booze. And I even said, whoever has my name, get me fucking booze. So I got wine glasses and this fucking piece of shit puzzle something. I can't remember, little tiny dinosaurs or something that I immediately like fucking threw in the garbage. I was so pissed. Wine glasses and that.
Yeah, I forget. I don't know. I remember going like not all out. I still stayed within the limits, but just like getting whatever a pile of cool
Was
stuff.
that from
or
you,
just-
Keith?
No, we didn't. We didn't mix studios then. I don't think.
No.
It was.
No,
Was it for
yeah, we did. I remember because
Oh, we did?
memory,
We did
Oh,
eventually.
That's
Yeah.
probably weird then.
because I remember talking to both of you.
I know. I always went up to your guys' studio for beer night.
Because then whatever it was, one of the last years anyway. Yeah, it was just a big mixed Christmas, and then the year before, because I remember for a while it was like, well, what are we gonna do? Like those guys feel left out. Okay, well then we'll mix it. Like, well, those guys feel like something weird's gonna go on. Like, I don't know what to do to make those guys happy. Like every time
We're
it was,
planning some weird shit to go down.
yeah, like every time it was time to like
It was
bring,
a trap.
bring people from one studio to the other, even though we all technically worked on the same thing. It was still like, well, we don't like going down there because we feel intimidated. Like, okay.
Really?
We don't care. So then we started going up there, but then it's just like, now you know how it feels. Like, we still don't care. It's just two different places where we work, and now we're getting drunk there. Like, I know you got, most of you guys or whatever are here later, so for some reason you think you're the B team, but it's only because...
Well, they called you the B team.
Yeah, like, we called it A and B, but because this is like, this was A because it's here first, and then this is B because it's the other one. But yeah,
Should've just called it the other studio.
yeah, it's like we
Yeah,
have,
it's so weird.
but even within the other building, like people felt that way amongst the floors as well. Where it's like, oh, like Tom's up on the third floor. Like, yeah, so everybody on the third floor makes fun of Tom. Like, we make fun of you here. Don't worry about
It's
it.
also where we put stinky people.
Yeah, and also people we have extreme problems with their odor who say they bathe and then bike to school to work
Yikes.
and then sweat themselves into like an actual legitimate meeting problem with higher ups. Like, we got to talk to you.
Never want to be the smelly kid.
No.
Ugh.
Like, I know, I use deodorant. Like, yeah, that's not gonna. It's got to be a better way. I don't know what there is. I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's like I bike to work. What am I supposed to do? Like, I don't know. You're doing what you can.
All right. So Keith's like directing Haven over here.
Yeah. So what does that even mean? Exclusives.
What did you get to do?
I was working with the gaffers and grips. So gaffers are like the people who light the set, and the grips kind of take that away. So they'll put stuff up to kind of mold the light into whatever direction or shape that they want it to be, or like diffusion, like so that it's maybe softer or stronger and stuff like that. So I was kind of helping those guys out.
Oh my god, that's cool.
And they're super nice. But the morning of the second day that I was working, it was pouring rain, like so much rain. And this is the first time that I'm working with like all this electrical power stuff. And
Holy shit. Oh my god.
we're like setting up all these towers on the ground and to like divvy up power so that they're going like to the left or to the right of where they're shooting, and like some of that stuff, I mean, it's turned off while you're putting everything together, and they're putting all these extra wires around just in case like they decide to, "Hey, let's just put the camera over this way," and then like there's already power over there so they can just move over and plug in. But like these power cords are like the size of my arms. They're like so huge, and the guy was like, "Yeah, it's just blah 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 blah. How much power is going through this?" And I'm like, "So if I do this wrong, someone's gonna die." It's like pretty much. And it's like, oh my god, I'm so nervous.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
I guess nobody died, so I did a good job.
Or
Hire
did
me.
they?
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, all
Have
those
to wait till the season finale.
big cable jobs, I don't know. Like doing that stuff outside, period. Like anything I see, like, yeah, that show is mostly outside, like 90% of the time. They're filming it in Nova Scotia, which is mostly rainy and wet all the time. So,
It's true.
yeah, you got to get out of there, Keith. That job is no good for you. You got to start a new movie indoors all the time. Basketball, high school basketball diaries.
Well, they bought the old Rona building. Like Rona used to be this big like Home Depot type store.
Mhm.
And they decided to be more of like a mom and pop shop because they can't really compete with Home Depot and like Kent, all the really big names, right? So what they did is like Haven used to shoot all their sets inside of a coliseum.
Mhm.
They would just build in like the center of it.
Oh, wow.
But now they just got the big Rona building, so it's like this giant, like just picture if Home Depot had nothing in it. It's just this
Oh my
big
God.
giant warehouse. So they like after we were done shooting on location, they were like, "Hey, come with us to the studio," because we weren't actually supposed to go and help at the studio. We were just supposed to be help outside. So we were like, "Sure, that's gonna be awesome." So we go to the studio, and it's just like all these sets are all built, and they're just there ready to shoot in. And it's like all the power is all on a grid on top, so there's no wires on the ground at all.
Oh my god, that's cool.
And there's like switchboards and stuff like that, so they can move the power around that way and certain lights that way.
What are the places that are in there? Like outside shots, like the thief guy's diner and like like the boat and stuff, or the cop station.
Yeah, the cop station was there. Like we went through the cop station, and it was completely built like if it was one floor house. The only difference is there's no roof. Like you could just walk in every room. Yeah, and every outside wall
Did
was.
you take any pictures?
No, we're not allowed
to?
to take pictures.
Ah,
No.
Would
But
have been like, I'm just texting someone here.
maybe if I had more clout, but I'm UV. But every wall is what they call a flyaway wall, which just mean you can just like remove it, and then they can put the cameras there to shoot.
Oh my
So-
god, that's cool.
So it was insane. It was like walking through an actual police station. And then the front doors of the police station had all these bricks and all this like this concrete for the steps and stuff. And I was like, I gotta touch it. And you touched it, and I was like, oh my god, it's fake, but it looks real. But it's fake, but it looks real.
Excuse me,
And,
sir, director. Can I ask you some questions about your fake wall over here? Jigs up, jigs up.
Tell me, how did you do these bricks? Come on. So they were shooting, the A crew and the B crew were both shooting in the Rona building at the same time. So what they do is like when A is shooting, everybody's quiet, and then in between they kind of work building towards the next shot. And then when they're finished with A and they're switching it up to like a different shot, if they need any actors, they'll go over to B and then they'll shoot there.
Okay.
And it was so cool because they shot this scene. It was just this guy going in and out of the front door of the police station, and they had this giant picture of like just downtown wherever they usually shoot Haven. I forget what it's called.
Oh yeah, in Maine somewhere or whatever. Oh,
No,
wait.
it's,
where they actually shoot it. Yeah.
Yeah, where they actually shoot it.
It's in Nova Scotia, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I always think that it's just downtown Dartmouth to me, but I know it's somewhere else. I don't know where.
Okay.
Some little fishing village somewhere.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called, but
Leahy's
But
backyard.
pretty much he's in there anyways. He's in Haven.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
But anyways, they had this giant picture, right? And they had it lit, and they moved it to the side, so that when the guy was like walking through the front door, there was a reflection of outside in the front door. And on the monitors, it looked so real. It looked like he
Wow.
was outside. It was insane. My mind was blown.
It's pretty great. It's like stuff like that to me. It sounds like that's so simple, but at the same time, it's like, but it requires a giant photocopy of a town. But
Oh yeah, this was a huge picture.
They
Like
probably
way.
Like they
What's
probably
that?
save money on not having to film outside so much.
oh my god, yeah. Well,
Okay.
just the soundstage, like dealing with wind alone. Like I'm sure you end up paying your sound guy like so much extra money just to get rid of this wind and or whatever, trying to just get the mics just right for that kind of thing. Like I don't know. I don't know if you ever watched The Killing of Kings. I think it was The Killing of Kings. That this guy who reviewed movies there for the Coast in Halifax. He made his own movie, and I believe it was. I don't even know I don't think it was about zombies. I think it was kind of like a mafia-ish type of thing. But anyway, there was like a group of people doing something. Sound is kind of normal. Then at one point they're having a conversation on the side of the highway. One person's, just like, hey, how's it going? Like, cut over to the other person that they're talking to. Shh, not too bad. Shh, everything's fine. Shh, cut back. Oh, yeah, so I just wanted to ask you, how you doing? Shh, pretty good. Like, guys, like, how did you not notice that? But at the same time, it was like, when you make a movie, you can pretty much just shoot for a minute, and that's it. Sometimes you're kind of stuck with what you have. And I mean, I'm amazed that when you do watch some movies, it's like, holy shit, like, I saw the behind the scenes footage of this. How does this sound and look this great? They can do a lot of tricks, but when you're just doing whatever you can for the first time, it would be great to have a fully controlled environment, or again, like
Yeah.
a maritime-based show where you're on boats and stuff all the time. Like, to be in a real boat definitely is probably the worst for sound ever.
Just don't do it.
Yeah, like
Beachcombers, that was fucking. That was it. That's all we need.
as far as I know, Alfred Hitchcock hated shooting outside. He was like, what's the point? He always built everything because he was like, I have all control. Like, I control sound, I control light. It's all mine to control, right?
One thing
and
about
when you're a director.
Yeah, like my favorite part of Alfred Hitchcock movies is like the background is always a painting. Like looking into going deep into the sky and just being like, that is like not even like that's obviously a painting, but it's like that's an amazing. He made somebody really work at this giant painting, and yeah, all throughout it's like no matter where he goes, and I didn't know that it was like he just never went outside. I thought that's just what we're doing. We don't know what else to do, but that's even more crazy. That it's like. No. I'm not going out there. Paint outside for me. And but I always loved that. Whenever I do notice them, I'm just like, wow, somebody painted outside when we have it. Again, like the Christmas tree thing. There's like 100 of them out the window. We don't need to bring one inside to look at it.
It's true. We could have decorated one outside. But we're also lazy.
Yeah. It's too cold.
So what have you, was your animation skills useful at film school, doing all this stuff, or did you learn so much more you're holy shit, it's crazy?
It's very useful. There's definitely a difference in respect to articulating about film. I mean, some people got it, and some people are way in it, way deeper than I am in film, and it's crazy. But it's certainly helped me a lot, and actually my drawing skills really makes me the kind of person that a lot of people want to work with.
Nice.
Because of my drawing ability, and at this point in my life, I'm not dicking around. I'm okay, I'm returning to school, and I have a goal, and I'm paying for this, and I'm gonna appreciate this because I know what it's like to have a really shitty job, and I'm not going to have that. So, so when I work, right, at school, I work as if it's actual work. Like to me, it's not school. It's like, no, this is where I can see if I can do it or not. Is this for me or not? And the only way to figure that out is to actually do it, to treat it like it's real. And that has caused some people to want to work with me, and some people already have connections. And because of that, one of my friends is going to be director of photography for a music video, and I'm going to direct it soon because...
No way! Congratulations! Oh my
Thank
gosh.
you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so there's a local artist called Willie Stratton, and he just won some award for his album. He's like a upcoming musician, and I'm going to be directing his music video.
Oh my god, that is amazing! Holy shit, we didn't even know what we had here.
Yeah, you're too busy. You're too busy.
Oh my
How are you
God,
doing
it's
all
so
these
good.
things?
Yeah, you guys should check out the song if you feel like it. The song is called Trinkets by Willie Stratton. And it's kind of like the album is inspired by Western, like pew pew, Clint Eastwood,
Yeah.
and surf.
What?
It's like, yeah, it's like
Oh.
those two things
Fuck,
combined.
that sounds cool.
Surf
Definitely check
cowboy
it out
music.
for sure. And especially watch your video.
Yeah,
I'll watch some of it.
You'll just watch enough so that you can, like,
Steal
hold
it.
a conversation.
Oh, yeah. Hold a conversation. I'll wait
Just
till-
watch a bit, fast forward.
I'll wait for the book.
Do you want to podcast more, or are you busy, or? Oh my God, Keith! I think that's William Shatner over there.
No way. Is it?
I think it totally is.
Yes,
His back?
it is. Excuse me,
Ah.
you, young man, young
Oh.
lady, come
Hi,
over here.
hi. You're William
hey.
Shatner.
Have you seen these chips? Ketchup, because we're in Canada.
Well, yeah, that's the best part
That's
about
true.
Canada.
When I'm down in Hollywood, where I often am, no ketchup chips. You guys want some ketchup chips
That's
or some autographs?
I want an
I'll
autograph.
have an autographed
Oh,
chip.
I wish I could do that, but
autograph a chip?
I'll try. I mean, get me a Sharpie and a chip. Not
Here's
a
a
ketchup.
Sharpie. Here's a chip.
Okay, well, yeah. Let me. See. No, that one broke. Let me try another one. No, that one. Hold on a second. I think I could do this. All
I
right.
don't think you can do it. I don't think that's possible, really.
The boy wants it though. The boy wants it. You're gonna naysay
Boy
him.
wants it.
So here we go. I'm gonna try again. Nope. All right. Maybe a smaller chip,
Why don't you just use this piece of paper instead? That's better.
and then you'll
Better
tape
idea.
that to the chip later. Yeah, let's do
You
that.
can
All
tape
right.
the chip to the paper.
Billy S. Live long and P. That one's for you.
For me,
And to the male I met today,
Male Billy.
LOAP. Live long and prosper. And then I'm gonna write Enterprise.
wait a minute.
And
Are you William Shatner?
what?
Or
I'm on Haven, right? That's like
I mean,
I'm here. Why wouldn't? Why? Who
well,
else would
we're
be on
here
this
too,
show?
though. But
I know about the ketchup chips. I know about Hollywood. Have you been to Hollywood?
no, I haven't. I'm sorry. You are. I know. Like, what was it like working on Star Trek?
It was amazing. I mean, I'm sure you've seen every episode and know exactly what it was like. You know, I wasn't supposed to be Captain Kirk right away.
Really?
They hired another guy.
Oh my God.
You guys don't know that? You haven't heard about this? You haven't read about this?
I knew that.
Oh,
See? He knows. I could tell he would know. The broads
I'm the good
today, am I
one.
right? These
Yep.
broads.
That's right.
Heads in the
Those
clouds.
Billy's. Billy.
this
That's
is
me.
just not very
That's what they call me.
Billy. I don't. I don't think. What?
Billy-
I've never heard of this. I
Billy
don't.
Shatman, the spaceman. I got all kinds of names. Weird or what? Huh? That's me.
Is it okay if I just
Why
get
wouldn't I know that?
a separate, like, one that says William Shatner?
What? So my signature from me is a
No,
good
okay,
enough.
that's
You're gonna-
fine. No, that's
you're
it's
gonna-
fine. I
you're gonna
love it.
direct
I
me?
love it.
Hold on.
I'll
Where's
cherish
the
it
director around
forever.
here? Carl, get over here. Apparently, I need extra direction. This lady knows
No,
all
no,
the
no,
answers.
no, 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 no. I'm just joking. I didn't know what I was saying.
That's okay.
It's
Listen,
turn.
the director's name
I was
isn't even
speaking in
Carl.
turn.
I'm just messing with you. We're all Canadians here. You're a Canadian,
I
right?
can't lose my job. Of course.
All right. So we're all on the same page. You guys wanna get 8 pounds of gummy bears?
Oh, wait a minute.
I can
This
hook
It
you
fucking
up.
sounds
friendship club again?
suspicious.
What sounds suspicious? I'm just saying I can get you like 8 pounds of gummy bears for the price of 4 pounds of good gummy bears. I
Do
mean,
you know
yeah,
about
of
the
another
friendship
kind of
club?
the friendship
I'm
club.
gonna-
Excuse me,
Did
sir.
you tell him about friendship club, Keith?
I did not.
I don't
This
know.
sounds like the kind of gummy bears where you'll like poop a face hugger.
I'm not saying. Listen, I don't go into the details of people's defecations or medications or what they should or shouldn't ingest. I'm just saying I'm a celebrity that everybody knows and loves. You know, I flew around the Millennium Falcon or whatever, and I
That's
also
the
have
wrong
a great
movie.
deal.
I knew it. You're not even him.
Who?
I think you're an impersonator.
Why
You don't
would
really speak.
why would an official show like Haven hire an impersonator? I don't speak like who? Like myself?
All right, it's time for Scooby and Shaggy to try to rip off the mask.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I got a dog right here.
Guys. All right, I'll give you the gummy bears for free. Just don't touch my face.
Don't want your dirty gummy bears anymore. Just give us those ketchup chips.
All right. These are actually just gummy bears I smashed into flat red circles.
I am not a fan anymore.
All right, this is a test. I'm the director. You guys are fired. I was seeing how you guys would treat celebrities if we did get them. Good thing we didn't.
Why didn't you tell us about it beforehand?
Now you're like getting
We
mad at
could've done it.
their signatures. What if William Shatner is coming? All right,
But you're not William Shatner?
But you're not going to meet him, and this is the closest you get. Because if he does decide to sign something Billy Shatz, you take it and you go, "Wow, thank you! I can't believe I got something so original." Not, "I'm sorry, sir."
I'll remember next time, I promise.
Next time, now you're
The next
fired.
time.
Now you're fired.
What about Keith?
Keith's in charge now.
started it.
Keith's in charge. He just got promoted.
I got promoted.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I think this is something to do with me being a woman.
It does. See me in my office, and maybe we can figure out a way to get your job back,
I don't like
Shatner
this
style.
whatsoever. I don't like this whatsoever.
Yeah.
Boop boop boop. TJ Hooker, that's me.
It's
Shatner
not
style.
you, though.
No, it's not. But I thought maybe I could trick you again.
All right.
Yeah, because you're a girl.
Can't trick us.
I don't know. This guy is still looking at his autograph like it's real. He's putting it on eBay.
I'm smelling it too.
Oh, my God.
I think I could still sell these gummy
Friendship
bears.
Club over.
I almost made it into Friendship Club.
We're both out
Wait,
of
does that
Friendship
mean I'm
Club.
kicked out of Friendship too?
You're all at a Friendship Club. I'm the only one in Friendship Club now.
Can I reapply?
Yes. You have to wait 30 days, though.
You guys need a grip? I'm actually the grip. I'm not even
All
the
right.
director. I can
What?
hold up a microphone like you wouldn't believe.
I'm not really a girl.
Oh, never mind then. I gotta go.
I'm not really Keith. I'm William Shatner.
Tune in next week. Same Shatner channel, same Shatner time. My
Make
name
sure
is-
you watch Illos.
Watch Illos, youtube.com/ILLOS.
Is that right?
Is it also Illustrated Podcast?
It's Illo's Illustrated Pod.
Pod. So there you go. Have yourself a delightful treasure hunt, and at the end of that rainbow, you'll get how many are there? Isn't there
This is season 2.
season 2? So do you do 6 a season or 10?
7.
7? So that's
It seems like, yeah.
Almost.
But there's a new show actually that I'm working on
Oh.
that might only come out next year or something. Because first of all, I need time. Second of all, I'll need gear.
Oh.
But it has to do with video games,
Oh. What's it going to be?
and it's not a Let's Play.
Hmm.
So just let that percolate in your minds.
Ooh. Then we'll have to have you on the podcast again.
So more stuff to look forward to from Keith. Do you have a Twitter you want people to follow or anything?
At Keith Dury,
Done.
KEITHDURY.
Like dinner. Keith Dury like dinner. KD.
And Illos, the YouTube channel, is a featured channel on our YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm. So go to nosuchthingasgrownups.com for all of your No Such Thing as Grownups and Keith Dury needs.
What's that episode called now? I don't even...
The episode Keith was on?
The episode of Illos that...
Oh. The episode of ours that Keith was on is called Keith Dury doesn't dream well or something.
He's too
Yeah,
busy
something
to,
like-
too busy to dream.
Yes.
Busy dream.
Oh
So, yeah,
God, what are
we're-
you too busy? He's
we're
too busy to fucking.
He's proved it. He proved it again. He's too busy. He's the guy. He's making movies. He's all over the road.
That's why we don't have any questions this time because friggin'
Yeah, last time it was, hi, Keith. You're busy. Listen.
Yeah.
Whoa. Too busy to hold a microphone. Oh, Keith's dead. Keith just collapsed
no.
under the weight of his own
Oh
work.
no,
He's not coming back.
he's stuck in these
Sorry.
papers.
He's under a bookcase that was filled with books of achievement and pressed
I
leaves.
accidentally hit
Knocked over all his awards.
my Wacom tablet.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but I was going to say, make sure to check out Illos because by now there will be an episode illustrated by Tara from There's No Such Thing as Grown-Ups.
Yeah.
So check that out.
Also
Does it have a?
made in Canada.
What's the name of it? I don't think I know the name of it.
Phantom Pants. Or Phantom Jeans.
Phantom Jeans. It's all coming back to me now.
Everyone's already hooked. Ghost pants.
Ghost Pants. It's pretty hilarious, if I do say so myself.
The end.
That's
Yeah,
the end.
we can take a break and do another one, I guess, if you want. Or
It's not over. Hey, it's not over.
it's not over. There's this thing in entertainment called the after show, where the show keeps going, and you
All night long.
or some of the night or day.
Or for 40 more minutes.
Don't get me, tied down to anything. But you got to go somewhere else for it, just like an after
We
party.
have a Patreon account
So-
now. So patreon.com/no such thing as grown-ups. And you're going to get all this, so much more. That doesn't mean that our stuff isn't free. Everything that we've been giving so far is free. This is just some place that you can go to get like additional episodes, additional after shows. You're going to get more stuff with guests. You're going to get more videos. You're going to get everything all in one place.
For example, this first extra subscribed episode, you get to hear more stories from Keith. Him, say, witnessing a William Shatner, where the improv from the last show came from. Plus just some more weird behind-the-scenes things of how to become a filmmaker and interesting Keith stories and more us and more fun. Plus,
And you're going to help support us so we can just do more things. So, you want more No Such Thing as Grown-Ups? We want to give it to you.
Yep.
And you can do it like for as little as $1 a month.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be really awesome to support us.
I think I am as adorable
And you're going to get so much stuff. Like, it's crazy.
as a Sarah McLachlan dog. So, in the eyes of an angel, a podcast just for you.
Go check it out.
Patreon.com.
And you're going to get the rest of Keith Dury.
/ Wait, what? Record scratch. You stay out of my pockets, Keith Dury.
No, they're going to get the rest of Keith
Oh,
Dury.
they'll get the rest of Keith Dury.
Right.
Okay, that I'm fine with. Unscratch the record. Could carry on into more Keith Dury adventures.
Check it out. Patreon.com/no such thing as grown-ups.
Everything's okay, I'm just trying to act my age. Yeah, I wanna know where the hell the days go. Yeah, I wanna know where the hell the days go. I wanna look and feel years younger.
Musical intros and outros by Brad Sucks.